Hey, my name is Nicole Fiore, and I roller skate. You know the old school roller skates, 2 in front, 2 in back? Yeah, those ones. I'm going to be teaching you how to roll and entertaining you along the way. Come roll with me. Hello! This light won't go on. Today we are going to do a basically part 2 on crazy legs. So we are going to learn how to go from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. This is, I think, one of the most tricky techniques you can learn in skating. Once you get it in your body and your body's used to it, it's fairly easy. The only struggle I'm having today really is I keep hitting my toe stop because my toe stops are newer than I'm used to. My other ones were way too worn down. So I do recommend, if you are comfortable without toe stops, please take your toe stops out when you are practicing this, or you'll hit it and possibly fall down. My second problem is that my legs are pretty sore from a workout yesterday, so this motion I'm actually feeling a lot, like where it's working, and on me right now it's like right here. So it is good exercise, that I know now. This can be tricky, I think, and I explained this to someone today, I think it's more mental than physical. When you're learning it this way, I like learning it this way. The 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have places that you need your feet to be. Then when you can skip 1 and 3, then it just rolls to 2 and 4. In my mind, I have to eliminate 1 and 3. So like if I'm doing it like this, I'm kind of counting normally to the beat of the music. But then when I'm doing this, I'm only hitting 2 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know the numbers are getting confusing. I'm confusing myself. But in my mind, I have to eliminate 1 and 3. So I have to eliminate the stopping motion in the T position. So I don't even think about it. I just skip through it, skip through it, skip through it, because your feet are actually doing a very similar motion. So if you look closely from here, your feet are rolling to get to that T position. Then when you skip the stopping motion, they're still pausing in that area. They're just rolling through. And you don't need to go, you have an option to go on all toes in the middle. You don't have to do that though, because the foot that's in front can roll back while this back foot is moving forward on the toes. And then you just switch. This is so difficult to explain. I think it's one of those things that'll just click one day. Eliminate the T positions, and I only think about planting there. You have to make your feet stop. So like when it's here, I see a lot of people moving this back foot still. You have to try to make it stop. Like leave it in its place, put your weight down on those front 2 wheels to make it stop. Not too much that it rolls back, but just stays in place as much as possible, because you want to get that pose. You don't want it to be like sliding out from under you. It takes a lot of doing it to understand what you're doing. That's the hardest thing about teaching, I think, is like, I have to go back and think through what I've done and what I've learned and then unlearned and then relearned. And you learn different styles from different people, so there's no right way of doing any of this. It's whatever works for you and whatever works for your body. But I want you to look really closely at how my feet move, because they're both moving at the same time when I'm transitioning. So instead of moving to this T position, both are moving at the same time to get to that T position, but instead of doing that, they're just skipping through, and I'm not planting my foot down until it hits that diagonal in front. So I move both, and then I plant. I lift up on both toes, somewhere in the middle there. And I say somewhere in the middle there because it's kind of different every time. But here, let me show you really closely. And I'll turn so you can get different angles. And another thing that I think people are forgetting slightly is that you have to kind of squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. You don't want to get your feet too far apart, because if you get them too far apart, it's going to look like this. And that's not as cute unless you can make it really funky and cool. That's another thing. This is one of those things that's difficult to look up while doing it. It's very comfortable to look down while doing it, especially if you're concentrating and trying to see what your feet are doing. Just try not to get into that habit too much, because there probably will come a time where you are performing or filming and you need to be looking at a camera doing it. Try your best to tighten your abs so that when you move one side to the other, you can kind of dip a little and squeeze. If I had better abs, I'd be able to show you a lot better, but you know, because it is a twisting motion. And I know I got into this on the edgy crazy legs because that was pulling the hip around. But if you are gonna leave your hips kind of square, you still will be working one side and then the other of your abs. So you do need to stay kind of up and tight in your core. Send me messages, send me videos of how you guys are doing this, because that is so helpful in trying to explain this. It's different for everyone. So making these tutorial videos is difficult trying to explain it one way for most people. Like I said, everyone's bodies are different, so it's different for everyone. We don't all move our bodies the same, so what I say to one person can be completely different to the other. Yeah, I wish this were a better tutorial. It's a difficult thing to switch from the 4 to the 2. So once you get it, I promise, just keep practicing. Hold on to something if you can. Just keep pushing yourself, keep practicing, because one day it'll click. I really believe that. Okay, guys, bye.
Well, that was fun. It'd be real tight if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Okay, bye.